What's up, my peeps? Welcome to the locker room. So much, man. So much. First of all no jokes aside. My boy been texting me. This dude, right? He has a guy. He's always saying, man, the dude has magic, man. I'm telling you, this guy help get you healthy, get you right back right. And I've been kind of blowing it. I ain't got time for that, man. Everybody always say they got somebody with magic hands that can do all kind of things. You gotta help me get these magic hands. So I've been blowing it. But after that game in Miami, Sunday night, dude, I was running around high and I had to get on the plane. Man, I was, man. Yeah, my back felt like it was so tight, man. So I'm here today working, and he texts me, and I was like, I'm dodging that dude. I've been dodging him. Pick up the phone. Hey, man, what's up? Let me see your magic hand, God. Bring him over here right now. So, out of my pain, I'm going to give him an opportunity. Now, if his hands are real magic, then I'll help him get to the rest of the world. But I need this back to be right back right. Did you hear that? Let me say it. I need my back to be right back right. Dude, I just came up with, I need my back to be right back right because I got to get back in the fight. That Miami game was so good, dude. So good. And I'm going to talk to this because I want to say this. I want to say this. I'm just so happy we got that coach. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm so happy we got that coach because I know I gave you a different scene, bringing you inside the game and showed you some things. Then when we went in the locker room, of course, Gene and everybody, I said, Gene, you guys got to get out. This football moment right here. The coach talking to the locker room, and I'm not going to mess up anything, but I love this joker. And he was talking to the team after the game. Oh, my God. I was in there. It was just, man. And you can see it. I'm going to give you just a quick what I liken it to. That if you've seen the documentary, we can harmonize. In the documentary, Troy talks about one time where we had just won a big game. I don't even remember the game. We won. And he felt like Jimmy was about to give us something, give us a great job. I'm so proud of you. Like any sons would want to hear from their dad. And then at that time, Jerry walked in the door and kind of blew that moment. Of course, when we win the Super Bowl, we get that moment back. But I like it. Sunday night, what I saw my coach do to that. And coach, and I'm not blowing anything, but it was good. It was good. He talked to his team about the hard work that we have put in and the belief in what we have been talking about. Been working out, working everybody, and it's going to pay off. And the payoff was that you also said, he said, I knew I'm a hard ass on you. I knew I could hard on you. That was why we fought through a hard game. Nobody gave us it. And that was a team, dude, a team that was in championship last year. Man, coach, man, I was like, man, I looked at him, I said, that's my coach. That's my coach. Don't say what you want, that's my coach. And the kids went crazy because that's what the great coaches give. That means you will work your butt off because you trust them. And you know when he said it's right. I'm going to get out of that because I'm getting emotional even watching and talking and repeating that to y'all. I don't even know if I should be saying all of that, but that's my coach. I did text him today. I texted him, well, yesterday. I said, boy, we're so blessed to have you. And we should be. I mean, he comes from my shop, and I brought Mario in. So, you know, whenever he pops up, I'm there. And dude, did y'all see when that catch? That catch? And you got to see, when I saw that throw by Carson Beck, I saw the guy in front of him and the guy in back. And then he went up and got that ball, man. I was looking at, honestly, the interception. But woof, he grabbed the ball, brought it down. Man, this thing, y'all saw the game, man. I ain't got to tell y'all Miami beat Notre Dame. You could smell it on me online. Right here screaming, you can smell it. Can't you smell that? Might have beat Notre Dame. Hey, the time they put this game on sale, boop, 24 hours later, it was sold out. And I told people that's a hell of a beast to feed. If you come in here and a game sells out like this, and that's a beast in the stadium, that beast got filled. That beast came in hungry and left full because that was a great game. And what made it great is the fight. It's the fight. Even if Miami had looked great blowing out Notre Dame, it wouldn't have the same grip. Because nobody just blows through life. We want to see you struggle, connect. Oh man, they almost came back. They fought back and won. That's what made the game great. That's what made it great for Miami moving forward. And I'm gonna tell you something, Miami's schedule sets up perfectly. A lot of teams in front of them lost. And right now, they just played and fought through a little mini war. I tried to tell them early in the game. You see, I'm walking up and down like, let's go. This is gonna be a dogfight. You set the mind right now. Get ready, and you're gonna fight all day. Don't even look at the clock for now. Just look back later. But you're about to fight all day. And they did that mentality. Even when they scored those late touchdowns, kept it strong, man. It was great. It was great. I'm just giving you my word on this. You know, it was absolutely great and so good for Miami in their journey. You knock off Notre Dame. Just the confidence. Coach in that moment telling you everything. All that hard work. How many times you dog, mad, curse, all that, it worked. It worked. Now, whatever we had, we just got together in a great way, boy, because y'all saw what that stadium looked like. Everybody's talking about it. They get that feeling, it goes crazy. Now look how the schedule sets up for Miami. You go against BCU, but BCU, Bethune-Cookman University. Boston College University, Bethune-Cookman University, who lost to FIU 42-9 last week. You know Miami should be able to take care of that. Now you have a start in that kind of pressure. Now you go and hone your skills. Go. And in this game, I want they should be talking about, let's continue to work on our timing. We just beat them Bears. We should win these games. Prepare for everything. Fight like you fight. But you got to win these games. Get yourself sharp against Bethune-Cookman. And then get yourself sharp against South Florida. Now, South Florida beat Boise State 34-7. But look how the schedule set up. You're not even leaving Florida. Right here. You're getting your work in. So everybody, look, you still, I ain't saying in camp, but you're getting your work in. And then you top off all of Florida by playing Florida, and then a week off at Florida State. Dude, after we knocked out the state of Florida, we reach our hands up because Florida's down toward the bottom of the map. and we snatch the rest of this country. Come here. This is why. This is why. This is why I posted that. Us versus everybody today. Because Miami is the bottom, and we're about to reach up from the bottom and snatch our ass. Okay. You know what I'm saying. But we're about to reach up, and we're climbing that thing on up. We're going to take care of Florida first. We're going to take care of Florida, and then we're going to move into the next area of the schedule. So the schedule works out greatly. It really does. And dude, let me say, I'm so happy with Carson Beck in the way he played. And that's his first game in those situations. Think about it now. Carson Beck's come from a place where the primary winning method was going to be the run. So if you can just make a few plays here and there, you're good. He's coming to a team where the primary winning method was the pass. So we're putting this on you. And for him to have had, the time away that he had this offseason and just getting into a new team, first time playing up against a team that was in a championship last year. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had to walk up to him. I know he was doing his interview and say, hey, man, really, I appreciate you. Welcome to the family for real. Because when they first reached out to me, when he first signed, so I got some for that. That was great. That was just great. Let me see what people are saying over there, Gene. You got to make this bigger so I can't see it because, I can't see anything that small. Make no mistake about it. I can't see anything that small. My eyes are just bad. Greatest king and biggest cheerleader. I ain't the only cheerleader, man. But hey, let me tell you something, dude. Y'all let me tell you something too, man. I can't thank them kids enough for inviting me. And y'all know, man. Let me be right and real with you here. How many times have I said, I know football saved my life. I don't even mind. I don't mind. You go through all of it. I know what the game means to me. I know what the locker room means to me. You know what I mean? I know I need to keep my focus in good things like this because I'm 100%. Now, no matter what it is, I'll be giving 100% at it. So I got to keep my focus in good things. So I give 100% and not let the devil take me on them other things. And so when those boys bring me in, they make me feel a part of something. It's hell to have to travel back and forth. And it's on me. It's on me all at school for nothing because we got to, what I'm saying. It's on, but for what I get for being with them and when they. And I said to Bay, you're going to break the play to win the game, Bay. You're going to make the play, man. I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to come around that corner. I said that to him before the interception. That's why I walking on the sideline. And then he came back and made the sack. So, okay, yeah, let me get out of that, man. Yeah, that was good, man. Bro, your videos on the sideline Sunday was great. Never lost your intensity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to give them what they're giving me. I ain't lying. I'm trying to give them what they're giving me. It's, dude, it's everything, dude. Oh, what's up, Kara? Okay, I hope you're here in Dallas watching your boys. Come on now. Come on, man. Look, I watching the boys lose to the Ponies November 1st is what they're saying. Trust me, I'll be there. I'll be right there. I can't wait. I don't even know you meant. I was just trying to take out a state of Florida. You not brought up bringing them to Texas. Oh, yeah. But you know what, man? This is going to work out great. It's going to be. Now, y'all know, like, I'm messing you up, professing you. It's great place. My boy, Thornton Chandler's son plays there, and then everything played there. So, I've been to a game over there, but they know. Don't play. Don't play. That's going to be a great game, too. You're right. I can't wait for that to happen. I just can't wait. So yeah, that Miami season started off great, Eats. I'm going to tell you what I mean. The Miami season started off great. Hey, what's Steve Mandel? Playmakers to you. Hey, Steve. What's up, buddy? Playmaker is you. You got do you do I like to think that I do, and I want you guys to know, represent what it is to be like a part of playing for you now, and none of what it's really just how I am. I'm an intense person in anything though, in games, in anything competing like this. It's a great asset, but also a liability. Like even when we used to play basketball, look, pick up basketball. I mean, we out there arguing yelling, man, like ain't nobody get paid for this. You know what I mean? Dion used to say, man, come on, man, because Dion was better at it than me. You know, hey, I'm ready to fight. Oh, I ain't fight. No, I'm getting the ball. I'm getting the ball. And Dion, man, let the ball go, Michael. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I just need to be competing. You know, because I told you I got the reptilian brain. I have to work on compromise and all of that. I want to compete and go. And those boys have me out there and they have me as close as you can get. I'm old and I want them to know what you have now, all the championships I've won, all the money I made, I'll give it all back to come and do it again. And they let me witness it and let me be a part of it. I swear, nothing like that whatsoever. Nothing like that whatsoever. Y'all know about that. There's nothing like, and it's so great. Not just me, not just me. Look how long Bill Belichick's been in this thing, and he ain't letting it go. You know, but at least Bill Belichick gets the chance to mount up a team. He can mount up a team and get the gristle in it and get in there. He's coaching it. Now that thing ain't go down like he really wanted it to go down. And I was looking at this. I thought, thinking about this, people, check that. Like I'm a big fan of Bill Belichick, so don't play here. You're not gonna get anything against me here. You know, I know the man. He's become one of the greatest, and he started. He didn't start out great. You know, he had some tough times when he first started out at the level, at the NFL level too. So I'm just saying to all of y'all who wants to cut him off right now because that performance looks so horrific, so horrific. I can't even tell you how bad that looked. It makes you think, there's no way. No. It thinks this way. They did not complete a pass. Oh my God. Let me. Because I love them, I would want to deliver this a little softer, you know. But since I love them, let me just give it to you. You know, all the naysayers of Bill Belichick that says it wasn't him, it was Tom Brady. You know, they said, see, I told. Even though Belichick took over a team, and and talent wise, it's so different from what you're doing in college and what you were doing here in the NFL, where the first team could possibly beat the last team. And college is so much different than that. So he gets his bad start, and all the rumors go, and everybody smash down on him, smash down on him. I just want you guys to know, because my job is also to share with you and give you some insight. Bill Belichick started out when he was Cleveland. His first time as a head coach. And them Dallas Cowboys in 9-1. And we put a little stinking on that banking. You know what I mean? Beating 26-14. I had 9 for 123. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that game because of Frank Manfield. I remember the bad boys on the quarterback. Boy, I had 9 for 1 and 9 for 123. Put them away as we started to wake our way towards them championship years, man. So Bill lost that first game. But y'all know the career Bill put together as you learn more and more about being a head coach in the NFL. And I'm telling y'all, I know it's a little different at college, but hold your houses. Hold your houses. The only thing I don't know how long that Bill Schnick gonna work in college. You know, if you don't get quick results. Because if you're coming from a place of victory, you can, hey, coach got to coach better. We got our coach, yeah, they were better. That only works when you're at the top. When you're at the bottom and consistently putting up bad numbers, you can't just be saying, well, we all got to go and we got to do things better together. People want better answers than that. And so that's going to be something because, and you can't run, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I just really see how he turns that. I don't know if Bill Belichick, defensive coach for Giants, with Parcells. Yeah, but now I know you're not trying to say it here, buddy, that Parcells was a great coach too. Ed, you're not trying to say that Belichick didn't earn his stripes, that he was just with Belichick. Belichick don't sleep. You're right. Okay, he came back. He came back to me. Belichick didn't sleep. He did sleep. He's a genius. You better believe he didn't sleep last night. And that's exactly what I'm saying, buddy. He didn't sleep. He ain't gonna sleep the rest of the season. He ain't gonna sleep the rest of the season. What I'm saying is let's give him a few games and see if he comes up with something. Because in this game, you can find defenses and do things that once Bill learns how things are done, he'll devise and come up with a scheme to kind of take care of things. But right now, that was his little foray into this thing. And I'm not talking about in the coach, I'm talking about into this thing, coaching at his age. Excuse me, coaching that age group. Oh, yeah. With your son while dating that age group. But toss that out. They got nothing to do with that. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing right here. You know what I'm saying? Bill took the beating last night. And I know Bill, I know that must have been hard for him to see it. And then think about this. Everybody was in attendance. Everybody was there. I was supposed to be there. But let me be always, like I said, totally honest. I was supposed to be there, but we got out too far out there with all the people, and man, we were celebrating so much. Then I ended up going to 11, seeing some of my guys at 11. And, we're all celebrating there, and I was trying to get out home. I was supposed to get on a 7:30, 8 o'clock flight and go to North Carolina, but I'm walking out of 11 at 7:30 with the owners and everything. And I was like, oh my God, even just, it was crazy. It was crazy. So how tired I was with that. But I was still on adrenaline, man. I was so geeked about that game. That game was just so incredible. I mean, I looked up, everything was orange. Everywhere. It reminded me so much of them days at Miami. Just so much of them days at Miami. Now, so much of them days at Miami. I guarantee you, Bill didn't get reminded so much of his days in New England. He got reminded of those early days that he had in Cleveland. But I'm just going to tell y'all, just hold on, because just get Bill. Let's get Bill 4 games. And then if I'll see, I'll see in the next 3-4 games if he's going to turn. He won't. This season is a building season. This season you got to give him as a building season. But these 4 games will tell you if the blocks are going to allow each other to stack on top of one another. Now, my game that I went to the other day, my team Miami beat a team that was in the championship game last year. My team that I played for, the Dallas Cowboys, are going to go play against a team that was in the championship game last year. And they're not going to have a very, I thought, needed talent and we'll see how it all plays out. And Michael Parsons. I want to talk a little bit about that game. But first, I want to talk about what they will not have because he's now in Green Bay, Michael Parsons. And I saw the interview today. I don't usually take notes during interviews, but I took notes because I saw David Mungaleta. That's Shannon. I saw him on Stephen A's show today talking about the contract. Hold on one second. It's Shannon. Shay, what's up, buddy? Streaming, I'm sitting there working, man, talking on my YouTube channel. And you call it. Hold on. Say hello. Say hello, man. Hey, say hello, Shannon. Say hello to everybody. What's up, man? I see what I'm saying, man. All right here, man. It's my boy, man. Okay. What you need? You good? What's up? All right, you need anything? Hey, stop it. Yeah, that's Shannon. That's my boy. And I'm gonna tell you something too, man. Speaking of Shannon, and then I'll get to this. I'll get to the start of the Cowboys in the David Mugaleta. All due respect, I really I'm trying to learn his name. Interview I saw on First Take, but watching, man, watching watching this game, watching what Miami did in Notre Dame made me feel pretty good. You know, we sneak in here, even though Miami was at home and Dallas is going on the road. But I'm just saying, I don't know if the football gods were giving me a heads up or anybody out there that wants to take a bet on the game, you know, like this. Maybe because of Mike Parsons not there, you know, everybody feels like they feel a little bit more comfortable and everything. And then you got George Pickens, who people are wondering about. What is he really going to be? And what are they going to be on offense? So I can't wait to see that. And maybe you get an easy shot here, feel better. You know, you bet the odds or whatever on that. But watching this interview, there were some things that went on. I'm gonna say this, and I believe he came on because he said they don't usually do interviews, and I don't remember seeing him doing many interviews. And he's, you know, he did a great job. He speaks well, real articulate, smart. You can tell he's a smart guy. But I think he was coming on to combat back some of the things because he said, you know, everybody's saying so much out here. So some of the things like, well, I would just imagine it's Cowboy fans just tearing into him. Let's just be real. And social media. And everybody's not used to having, hey, what's up? Hold on. Everybody's not used to having that pressed on them. They're not comfortable with that. You know, and like he says, he's staying in the back. And now you get all these people coming at you like this, and you know, and you messed up their team, and that thing could be real. It could be real if it's as severe as the Cowboy fan base can bring. So he came to try to straighten this. And I like the interview. But he said a few things. He said the first thing I heard as he talked through it, Steve A did a very good job interviewing him. He asked, he said, they said, small business, whatever. Jermaine, I got to call you back. I'm on the live stream. They said, when Jerry said to me, and this is what Stephen A, you can see his sharpness. He said, when Jerry Jones said to me and to Michael Irvin that someone, you or intimate someone else said, take that offer or take that contract and shove it up. What's that said? I know they wanted to clean that up. Basically, what he said to me. I know they wanted to clean that up. And he said, no, he never said that. He never said that. He never used those terms, never used a term like that in his life. But he did say, but when I think it was Adam called and said they wanted to send the contract over, he said, if you think I'm going to just Hess, could you make sure you let them in? This guy's gonna fix my back. Could you just tell him I'm working? He said when they reached out to him and 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 he said, well, if you think we're just going to rubber stamp the contract, don't worry about it. Hey, I'm working, not loud. Not working, I'm loud. Yo, I'm working. Just dude. This is why when I got a desk at the front. Remember, I told you I'm redesigning my desk. But this is right by the front door. So everybody walk in here just with a conversation and it makes it difficult. But man, let me get back to what I was saying here. Because this way, he said, I told him, if you expect me to rubber stamp it, don't send it. Now, my thought as an analyst was, why? Why don't do that? I understand you're coming on to say you didn't tell Jerry to shove it up your whatever. But you just told me, you told him, don't send it. You should have never done that. That means we were already personal. I don't care. You're never going to rubber stamp anything. Let them send the contract and say, okay, yeah, thanks, send the contract over. And you make those changes and you send them back. I'm sure like when Jerry said, hey, you told him to shove it up his, that may have been a little strong, maybe add a little something to it. Maybe those exact words didn't come from y'all. But I'm almost sure this soft word, if you expect me to just rubber stamp it, then don't send. That's okay, guys, then don't send. I'm sure it wasn't said like that either. You know, and I say this because this is what he said. He said, when Michael and Jerry met, Michael was coming back off vacation. And of course, Jerry called him, or Jerry's assistant called him. Now, Jerry told me it was the other way around, but that's neither here or there. And then he said that meeting was about leadership, and they turned it into contract talk. You know, and you expect, but all of that could have been transpired, and all of that he's right on. If Jerry started off about leadership, I don't care who called who they're in the meeting, talked about leadership. I don't care that they got in the contract talk. I don't care that Michael said, yeah, I like them numbers. When he sent that contract to you or wanted to send it to you, the thing that bothered me is you said, if you expect it to be a rubber stamp, don't send it. That tells me something was personal. I don't know what it is. It's personal. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to deny you sending. I know he has cleaned everything up for his other clients, and I want to make sure I'm not getting on him about that. But that was the first. Let me tell you why that's the first one. Because he said in the interview, and I think just to get the guys, all people to get off him, he said, Michael always wanted to stay with the Cowboys. And your job is to go get the deal with the Cowboys. Now, we come talk to these numbers. It's not for you. Your job was to go get the deal with the Cowboys. If you wanted to stay, that's me. And I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go right there. I'm going to wash my way with that and let that go with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all, no more would I ever let another man make decisions on my life like that after my Mark Cuban situation and deal. So I'm going to feel for it. It's going to be hard for me to let go. And I'm going to still have to work it out every now and then. And I know, like Johnny's saying, oh, we got 3 players for Michael. Yeah, I know. But we done got 3 players before, 33 players before. We still poking in the dark. We know Michael is a bear poker. You know what I mean? We hope that dude can do so. We hope he 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 can do so. We know Michael can. And at this point, you want to work on hope. And you guys do understand in the NFL team, that's the pinnacle. When you draft your player, it plays this way, and you keep him there. That's the pinnacle. You know, and All of that was just messed up. But let's turn to the game. Let's turn to the game Thursday. And I say all of that because what I talked about, the best deal for Michael. And when Michael said, I wanted to be a Cowboy, he should have been a Cowboy. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I ain't gonna bother it no more, I promise. I promise. I promise. I ain't gonna bother it. I promise. One more time. No, I ain't about no. That joker. All this is all the Philly and the Stephen A's being happy. But, just like Miami, nobody expected Miami to do it. Nobody gave us a chance. And we walked out victorious. Boy, this is a double-decker week, boy. This gonna be a double-decker week. I can't wait. This going to be, I'm telling you right here, it's going to be because this offense that Dallas has, Dak healthy, Dak moving. I can't wait to see it because that is where that other cornerback over there on Philly, that other corner over there, and they're questioning who to play. They got a young guy they may put in, and now you got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I just cannot wait to see what happens with this in game one. You need to be, hey, what does that mean? I'd be on sideline like, oh, and football, and you know what, NFL games like that, it's that's interesting. I wonder if I would get that same thing in an NFL game. If Cowboys Eagles though, hell yeah! What the hell am I talking about? I even heard the Eagles center today when I was watching. I love what he said. You know what he said? He said, "I don't want to hear about no damn banners going up because they're getting the banner." So I don't want to hear about no banners going up. That ain't what's getting me hyped. What gets me hyped is we playing the damn Cowboys. See, they know. They know. See, that's dog mentality right there. Ain't no joke. That's dog mentality. That tells you he ain't even thinking about what he did. He's thinking only about what he doing. That's dog mentality. A lot of other jokes talk, yeah, man, getting that diamond, that ring, man, better gonna go up. No, just what he said is telling me the Cowboys, they better come to play because they have the right mindset. And so did Notre Dame. I watched Notre Dame, same right mindset. We're gonna run. And we stayed in the game, They had the right mindset. And that's what made the Miami victory so great. Nobody gives you greatness. You must go take it. And all the time in our game, in college, and certainly at the pro level, taking it is not saying, give me this, please. You must reach your hand down his throat and snatch his guts out and take it. And that's what I'm ready to see. Mike, one question. Why haven't we drafted a quarterback in the first since Troy? Because you got a quarterback right now. You had Tony Romo, who could have easily won a championship, and you got Dak Prescott, who can win a championship. That doesn't mean you got to take him in with the first pick like you took Troy. Those blessings only come around short, very few and in between, and then you may not be the number one team to get him, and it costs so much. We just let a young Mike Parsons go, and look how much, dude, they get 3 players, 2 first rounders, and you know what I mean? So you know the value of a quarterback, especially a quarterback they're projected to be number one overall. So that's just a little different, man. You know what I mean? What is that way he said? I'm going to take a defibrillating, whatever, we're going to take it. I don't understand that. What's that word right there? Yeah, I don't know what is it. I hope whatever he's saying, I hope he's saying we gonna do this. With Dak win the Super Bowl this year, mark my words, bro. See, that's what I've been saying to people. Dude, let me tell y'all what. I've known Dak a long time, and I do care. I love Dak. Dak's my man. But Dak's ability has had him playing and in this position for a long time. Dak now I see ready to take another level. He's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. But now it's his mind. He's learned the game and control all of the game. I just always thought he needed to have his boys locked in with him, locked in with him. And now that you got boys or big dogs, and not just one, but two, you know, and I know my boy good, everybody's good, and he's excited about it. But what they went through a couple of years ago with Green Bay game with Dak and CD, where okay, they seemed like they got a little issue early on, and they never could get back on track, and they still didn't get blown out. I mean, if something like that, well, something like that doesn't happen now because you have another dog. You know, so you got other people you can do opportunities to and throw those balls and make those plays, you know, to give you a chance. And so now I can't get mad at him because then he's gonna throw all the George. And now I gotta fight and make sure, okay, I'm your boy. You see what I'm saying? So by proxy, Dak will be able to play a little bit more relaxed. He won't have to play so tight and try to squeeze in every play word about one person here or there getting upset. That's just how this gonna work, man. I'm telling you, Dak has weapons this year, and he does, and he does, and he's healthy, and he feels his mortality. So that's why he's starting to say, I got to play more shoulders up than just shoulders down. I'm going to be in the best shape I've ever been in, shoulders down, but I'm going to play the game shoulders up, smarter, brighter, short passes. When my defensive line, when the defensive line is better than my offensive line, it won't be many, but Philly got a pretty good defense front. Philly, so you getting the ball out early. Don't try to prove your point by stuffing and running and not getting anything. Your greatest asset is Dakota Prescott. And you got these great receivers, young receivers. I'm telling you right now, I'm Dallas. I'm coming out. I'm spreading the set, and I'm playing a short pass game. You understand? I'm going to short pass y'all ass to death because I'm going to work down and wear down all this first excitement that these defensive front guys have. And it's the beginning of the game, and they're coming. I'm going to set out George, CD, Turpin. And remember this. I think Brian Schottenheimer is a little bit more into this mode of head coaches. I want him to give movements and just dropping that ball off and the Turpin and all of this. Don't come and try to force a run game when you got a healthy Dak and you got weapons everywhere. You pass, you force that short passing, whoop, 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 whoop. And then they're going to wear down. And then after they wear down by getting that ball in all those little playmaking hands, then you hand that ball off and you let that runner becomes a great finisher. Yeah, you're going to dip it in there and drop it in there as we go. But we come in with the short passing game to put it on this. And they're going to be hyped. They'll be hyped. They got the banners, and they'll want to rush hard the first 20 times. But the quarterback let the ball go. Boop, boop, boop. Now they breathing hard. And you buy a little more time. And then you go up the field and make a play. That's how I see this playing out. That's how I see it playing out. I love that too. I can't even say I love. When I say I love that too, I love what you're saying. Miles Sanders got something to prove. I love weed, but you see, you read it. Say, I love weed. I love you got. So I love weed. That's his thing. Weed. I'm gonna say it like that. But what you said, because he's right. All of this will have a moment of proof in it. It's a moment of proof. Dak Prescott been in the league forever. This other brother has come in your division now and has gone to a Super Bowl and won it, and you haven't. You see, these are all moments of proof, moments of a great showdown in Philly that I cannot wait to see. Let me just see here. Can we stop the run? Stinky Floyd? No. The answer gonna be no. Let me be real. Ain't nobody has given anyone any evidence for us to sit here and have any thought that we're able to stop the damn run. Now, you want to tell me that okay, that the DT Kenny gonna come in here, Kenny gonna come in and play better than Michael Park. He's gonna shut down all runners by himself. I don't see that happening. I hope it does. I wish he does. I would say, wow, if he does. But I don't see that. And Matt Eberflus, can he come up with some schemes? He come up with some schemes to get pressure on a quarterback. But it's difficult to come up with schemes to stop people if they're just bludgeoning you. Because scheme says we're changing spots. Tackle in, all right? In tackle stunt. Okay, go. The tackle goes this way, and the end loops around and come this way. Okay, if we're passing, then and you're trying to get to the quarterback, boy, that right there can mess up the line. He's supposed to block you. You look this way, he looks in. Now he knocks his old man off, and you go around that way, and you get to the quarterback. But if it's a running game, and y'all doing this right here, and you do this, and then somebody hit both of y'all, it's like heaven parts wide open, and you just that's why you can scheme up pass defense, but you can't scheme up run stopping. That's gonna be some man on man stuff, and we have to be ready for it. We have to keep them out of, and I'm talking about Philadelphia, out of any thoughts of any brotherly shove, because all of those gonna be automatic. I really do, unless you're big boy. This Green Bay sent us a healthy surprise, and he comes in here and shut her down. Speaking of shut her down, I got my dude here with the good hands to try to get me back open and get me ready to get my job. Got no motto. All right. Appreciate you sitting in on this live stream, man, and just spending a little moment in the locker room. But I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be an interesting year. With what Florida State did to Alabama and what I saw with Miami and Notre Dame. I can't wait. I can't wait. I will be pulling out some chats and talking to you guys as we head up to this game Thursday night. Right now, honestly, I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about the game because I know all I want to see is offense for offense. If you want to say, oh, you take these four elements and you're Philly, I'll take Philly defense over your defense. I'm going to give you that. But what you do on offense, what we do on offense, that's going to be my battle. And if I can battle anywhere near you, and you do got the better defense, just think what's happening when we do get a better defense, because I don't think you guys getting better. You're already at the top. And when we beat y'all up a little bit, yeah, what you gonna say there? You see, there is nowhere for you to go. But we got plenty of room to make improvements. You know what I mean? So yeah, this game Thursday night. You're gonna see 31-30 Cowboys. 31-30 Cowboys winning that game. I'm telling you, that's going to be. You know what? And I'm telling you, I honestly, he's mentioned it because I've said it, right? I talked about how many times here. I tell you guys all the time, you score, you get to 28, 29, 30 points a game, you're winning games. That's what Dallas went to, go 12-5. Now you go 30, 31, 31 above, you winning Super Bowls. You're winning Super Bowls. And I'm telling you, Dallas can get up to those 32 points. Now, Yes, the problem will be Dallas gonna get that 32. Do they give up 38? That's why how you do it now has to matter. That means you need early success to help take the run game down. So Philly or any other team can't just slowly beat you on that grind. Yeah, I gotta let this man grind on my back. Let me chat with you peeps next time. We right here.